Hi again, Jones here, and this video is concerning for men, basically. Men, basically, I would say in the high 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And it has to do with medical examinations, yearly medical examinations. And as far as when you have a yearly medical exam, excuse me, you need to have blood work done. So one of the things that I have learned on my thing is to point out certain things. When I had my exams, let's say 3, 4 years ago, I asked them to, as far as for the lab work, to check everything. Now, this is what actually happened to me. I waited because to find out what the results were, and I asked, well, did you all check my testosterone numbers? So they said no. They told me that this is something they don't usually do. Well, I found it kind of strange. If I said, check everything on the list, why is this something that you don't usually do? And especially knowing that men in their 50s and their 60s have are having symptoms now as far as with ED, erectile dysfunction, and it has a lot to do with testosterone. And I told them I needed for them to check it. I was concerned. I want to know because I never knew about it before, and this is something that, as I'm educating myself, I found that I didn't want to have to turn to these other supplements as far as Viagra and Cialis and these type of things. You know, I'm 64. I'm a healthy man, you know, and I don't want to have to use alternatives. Not when my body can still operate on a normally. So anyway, when they came back with the results, they told them that my numbers were like 325. Well, there's a chart, and that chart goes from 200 to 1,000. And as you are getting older, let's say you're in your 20s, you'll find you'll be on the top of the chart, as far as your numbers, probably 8, 900, whatever. But every year, as you get older, it decreases. And it takes its time, basically. It doesn't happen all at once. So you'll find by the time you hit high 50s, or late, let's say high 40s, 50s, you find that the numbers are decreasing. Now, if you are not a person that, takes supplements or vitamins and this stuff, you can get lucky because there are things you can do like taking zinc and vitamin D3. And those supplements help to improve and raise your numbers. Okay, so I was very concerned because I'm not far from 200. Once you get to 200 or under, then you're looking at you might have some issues, some symptoms that you're not aware of because a lot of us are not educated on those things. Well, I started reading up on, what happens and what can you do. So I found out that taking supplements as far as vitamin D3 and zinc, plus doing smoothies with protein powder and adding all the berries, the blueberries, blackberries, all the berries, it improves the testosterone level. And I went back possibly, I believe, 3 or 6 months later and had it checked again, and my numbers did improve. I went up to, I believe it was 438. So I'm trying to get, above 500, closer to 6, because the further away I'm from the 200, the better it will be for me, you know. So, so one of the things that I try to share is this information because I didn't know. So a friend of mine, informed me that he was, on the low end, and much lower than I was. And, I had told him about this, but, it was his choice on whether he wanted to pay attention or not. And, with diet, exercises, and these type of things. So, and another thing, in the medical checkup with the lab work, you get to check the PSA. Well, my PSA was zero point 0.6, and his PSA was above in the ones, twos, threes. Those numbers. I won't say the exact number, but it wasn't in the point whatever numbers. So at this point, he's concerned, and he's going to try to do some checking on to find out what's going on and what can be done to improve. So I called my brother because I am not sure what he's doing and if he had any of these things checked. So this I'm going to end now, and I'll have a segment 2 or part 2. Okay, so please stay with me, and I'll continue. So this is the end of part 1.